Ball. Noun. A solid or hollow spherical or egg-shaped object that is kicked, thrown, or hit in a game. A spherical object or mass of material. A solid, non-explosive missile for a firearm. A game played with a ball. Baseball. In baseball, a pitch delivered outside the strike zone that the batter does not attempt to hit. In soccer, a pass of the ball in a specific direction or manner. The rounded, protuberant part of the foot at the base of the big toe. The rounded, protuberant part of the hand at the base of the thumb. Verb. Squeeze or form something into a rounded shape. Clench one's fist tightly. Form a round shape. Wrap the root ball of a tree or shrub to protect it during transportation. Noun. A formal social gathering for dancing. Balloon. Noun. A brightly colored rubber sack inflated with air and then sealed at the neck, used as a children's toy or a decoration. A larger bag filled with hot air or gas to make it rise in the air, typically carrying a basket for passengers. A rounded outline in which words or thought of characters in a comic strip or cartoon are written. A large rounded drinking glass used for brandy and other drinks. Verb. Swell out in a spherical shape. Billow. Of an amount of money. Increase rapidly. Of a person. Increase rapidly and dramatically in weight. Travel by hot air balloon. Adjective. Resembling a balloon. Puffed. Blue. Adjective. Of a color intermediate between green and violet, as of the sky or sea on a sunny day. Of a person's skin, having turned blue as a result of cold or breathing difficulties. Of a bird or other animal, having blue markings. Of cats, foxes, or rabbits, having fur of a smoky gray color. Of a ski run. Of the second lowest level of difficulty, as indicated by colored markers positioned along it, denoting one of three colors of cork. Of a person or mood, melancholy, sad, or depressed. Of language, marked by cursing, swearing, and blasphemy. Noun. Blue color or pigment. Blue clothes or material. The Union Army in the American Civil War or a member of that army. A blue ball, piece, etc. in a game or sport. The sea or sky or the unknown. A small butterfly, the male of which is predominantly blue while the female is typically brown. Verb. Make or become blue. Heat metal so as to give it a grayish blue finish. Wash white clothes with bluing. Squander or recklessly spend money. Bond. Noun. A thing used to tie something or to fasten things together. Ropes, chains, or other restraints used to hold someone prisoner. Adhesiveness. Ability of two objects to stick to each other. A force or feeling that unites people. A shared emotion or interest. An agreement with legal force. A deed by which a person is committed to make payment to another. A certificate issued by a government or a public company promising to repay borrowed money at a fixed rate of interest at a specified time. An insurance policy held by a company, which protects against losses resulting from circumstances such as bankruptcy or misconduct by employees. A sum of money paid as bail. A strong force of attraction holding atoms together in a molecule or crystal, resulting from the sharing or transferring of electrons. A pattern in which bricks are laid in order to ensure the strength of the resulting structure, short for bond paper. Verb. Join or be joined securely to someone else, especially by means of an adhesive substance, heat, or pressure. Establish a relationship with someone based on shared feelings, interests, or experiences. Join or be joined by a chemical bond. Lay bricks in an overlapping pattern so as to form a strong structure. Place dutiable goods in bond. Book. Noun. A written or printed work consisting of pages glued or sewn together along one side and bound in covers. The literary composition that is published or intended for publication as a book. A main division of a classical literary work, an epic, or the Bible. The libretto of an opera or musical, or the script of a play. Used to refer to studying. The local telephone directory. The Bible. A magazine. An imaginary record or list often used to emphasize the thoroughness or comprehensiveness of someone's actions or experiences. A bound set of blank sheets for writing or keeping records in. A set of records or accounts. A bookmaker's record of bets accepted and money paid out. The first 6 tricks taken by the declarer in a hand of bridge. A set of tickets, stamps, matches, checks, samples of cloth, etc., bound together. Verb. Reserve. Accommodation, a place, etc. Buy a ticket in advance. Reserve accommodations for someone. Engage a performer or guest for an occasion or event. Have all appointments or places reserved. Be full. Make an official record of the name and other personal details of a criminal suspect or offender. Leave suddenly. Move quickly. Hurry. Bore. Verb. Make a hole in something, especially with a revolving tool. Hollow out. A tunnel, a tube, or tunnel. Hollow out a gun barrel. Make one's way through a crowd. Noun. The hollow part inside a gun barrel or other tube. The diameter of this, the caliper. A gun of specific bore. Short for borehole. Noun. A person whose talk or behavior is dull and uninteresting. A tedious situation or thing. Verb. Make someone feel weary and uninterested by tedious talk or dullness. Noun. A steep-fronted wave caused by the meeting of 2 tides or by the constriction of a tide rushing up a narrow estuary. Verb. Past of bear. Bottle. Noun. A container, typically made of glass or plastic and with a narrow neck, used for storing drinks or other liquids. The contents of a bottle used in reference to heavy drinking. A bottle fitted with a nipple for giving milk or other drinks to babies and very young children. A large metal cylinder holding liquefied gas. Verb. Place drinks or other liquids in bottles or jars. Store gas in a container under pressure. Bounce. Verb. Of an object, especially a ball. Move quickly back or away from a surface after hitting it. rebound once or repeatedly. Of light, sound, or an electronic signal, come into contact with an object or surface and be reflected. Of an email, be returned to its sender after failing to reach its destination. Recover well after a setback. Hit a ball that bounces before reaching the fielder. Of a person, jump repeatedly up and down, typically on something springy. Of a thing, move up and down while remaining essentially in the same position. Cause a child to move lightly up and down on one's knee as a game. Of a vehicle, move jerkily along a bumpy surface. Move in an eccentric or happy manner. Of a check, be returned by a bank when there are insufficient funds to meet it. Write a check on insufficient funds. Eject a troublemaker forcibly from a nightclub or similar establishment. Dismiss someone from a job. Noun. A rebound of a ball or other object. The power of rebounding. An act of jumping or an instance of being moved up and down. A sudden rise in the level of something. Exuberant self-confidence. Health and body in hair. Button. Noun. A small disc or knob sewn into a garment, either to fasten it by being pushed through a slit made for the purpose or for decoration. Small round object resembling a button. A knob fitted to the point of a foil to make it harmless. A knob on a piece of electrical or electronic equipment that is pressed to operate it. An element of a graphical user interface which a user can select to perform a particular action. A badge bearing a design or slogan and pinned to clothing. Verb. Fasten clothing with buttons. Fasten the buttons of a garment being worn by someone. Of a garment be fastened with buttons. Stop talking. Bun. Noun. A bread roll of various shapes and flavoring, typically sweetened and often containing dried fruit. A hairstyle in which the hair is drawn back into a tight coil at the back of the head. A person's buttocks.